Hello everybody, welcome back to another replay cast. Here we are with Speed versus Shine. These are two of my favorite players in the Broodwar scene right now. Shine, of course, one of the most creative Zerg players that we've got. And Speed, just such a crazy, wild character. Such an enjoyable guy to watch. We've seen so many great games from him. He is incredibly fast, as his name does indicate. Very, very quick player. Usually maintains around 400 APM throughout the entirety of the game. And he puts it to very good use. I think he's one of those guys that we should look to for the future of Terran. Here he's going to be opening up with a CC first. So a highly macro-centric opener here from Speed. And we'll see what Shine can do to punish that. We're here on Screaming Sea, which is a map that will be going by the wayside here pretty soon. Though we may still get a few good games out of it yet. This full wall-in is such a big advantage for Terran, and Speed is going to be able to make full use out of that here in this game by setting up the CC first and then the wall in behind. He's pretty darn safe against most openers here from Zerg. Any early Ling pressure is going to have a very hard time getting in there and dealing any sort of damage. The Marines pop out on the right side. And you could even easily bring SCVs to repair this up, which would make any sort of early Ling pressure very difficult to pull off. Ooh, he gets a lot of damage on the SCV. If he manages to get rid of this SCV early, Shine could do something a little bit wacky. Let's see. He gets it. Okay, are we going to see a Hydra Den? There it is, Hydra Den. Okay. Big moment here. If that SCV stays alive in the main, very difficult to do something like this. But with the SCV getting taken out, he's going to be able to go for some sort of Hydra bust now. I would like to see Shine just keep some Lings at this kind of choke point here. Because if there was an SCV heading around the top of the map, then he would be able to slip by and come and scout this. But as long as you have Lings at this spot quickly enough, you should be able to confirm that there's no SCV out on the map. So that's a little bit scary, but it is what it is. Oh, Vulture follow-up here. Oh, and it's 2-port Wraith. Oh my goodness. We're going to have a Hydra build or a Lurker build versus a 2-port Wraith. I'm not really sure how this is going to go, guys. There's not going to be any scans, that's for sure. Not for a long time. So, I mean, Vulture's going to come out here. Is this going to be able to scout the Lurker tech that's coming in? Maybe not. Maybe he makes enough Lings and tries to surround that. Try to surround and kill this Vulture. But the Wraiths are going to be great against Lurkers. Just the problem is that, like I said, there's not going to be any scans. Let's see. Coming up the ramp. Tries to go for the surround. Run by. Not going to happen. Vulture looking for an escape path, but he finds it. There it is. Finds the surround, and there's the Lurkers being made here on the left-hand side. A base being thrown down at center left as well. Throwing down a bunker and a missile turret. Definitely Speed is suspicious seeing that many Lings pop out suddenly, and he hasn't seen any mutas yet, of course. Not quite that time, but he's worried here that there might be something coming his way, and he's right to be worried. You can see he's not 100% sure yet, otherwise he'd be building even more bunkers here. If you know that there's a Lurker attack coming, you want to be building like 3 bunkers right now, but he only has the 1, and so the Lurkers run straight up here and are going to be able to get in range of this bunker. A lot of SCVs going down right now. This one lurker, actually this one as well, I think can be spotted because of the position on that missile turret. Going to run right by here. Oh, gets blocked by the SCVs. Nice block there. He actually kills one more of the lurkers, but these lurkers do not take a whole lot of damage with that one carapace. Oh my gosh, the tank pops out just in the nick of time and blocks the lurkers from running deep into the base. More turrets are being thrown down, and this lurker push has actually been thwarted pretty successfully. Yeah, this is not going to do too much. Not with these Corsairs out now. He can still build Hydras. He can get into, you know, Hydra range and speed and that sort of thing. Oh, burrow. Oh, that's unfortunate. Lurker goes down. Yeah, I can get range and speed and be pretty well defended against this Wraith counter. So, I mean, this is reasonable. I think he did some good damage. And look, we can see the worker count is favoring Shine now. So, I think this went pretty well for him. Still, there's going to be some losses here and there, and these Wraiths are still going to get some damage going. He's got tanks now to defend against any sort of follow-up. So speed is not dead, but this did not go according to plan. Let's see. Oh, he's actually going to get the Overlord. That's big. Kills the Overlord, loses one Wraith, but he's going to be able to kill a lot of drones here. Not really anything that can be done about it because the Overlord speed is not yet finished. No Overlord in the main, too, is a pretty big problem here. Pretty big error. Definitely needs an Overlord back here. Oh. Connection has been lost. Just Blizzard doing Blizzard things. 3 more drone kills in the main. Starting to even out the difference here. Oh. Flying directly through. That was a little bit risky, but he manages to slip the jab there and get back into the natural. Another Overlord kill, another drone kill. Speed very good with these Wraiths, and his control is helping him to stay in this game. Just the one tank here back at home, still making Wraiths. Will he go for a full mech transition? I wouldn't be surprised, but actually, you know what? There's infantry weapons, so we are going to see a Marine follow-up. Spire here in the main is interesting. Tanks! Tank drop is crazy. You can actually hit this gas geyser as well. That is nuts. Of course, drone's going to be transferred over here to the 3rd. Does lose quite a bit of mining time, though. 8 mutas on the way with some Scourge. Gonna come over here and wipe out this force. Yeah, not really any way, I don't think, for these tanks to survive. They should be getting wiped out here momentarily. Marines and SCVs being brought over in a drop. So he was planning to build turrets and just really solidify this position, but oh, there's the scan. He sees it. Now he knows he's in trouble. He will not be able to stop this. Not eight mutas with a couple of Overlords here. These Wraiths are not going to be able to stand strong against that. Will turn, kill all the... He's going to get the dropship as well. Yeah, for sure. Kill that dropship. Oh, another Wraith. Another free Wraith as well. Now the tanks are going to go down, and they can't really deal any damage over the wall. Oh, he kills the gas. All right. Burning the scan to kill the gas, not a bad idea. Gets rid of that, and this is becoming kind of a weird game. Kind of weird game that I like to feature on this channel. We've got an awkward situation here with a very late transition on either side. Bio is finally starting to get made here back at home. He's getting a few racks here at nearly 11 minutes. We're going to have that Queen's Nest coming up as well. Mostly reliant on Wraiths right now for the defense. But Overlords are coming. Overlords are coming in. And more SCVs are falling. No more energy on these Wraiths, and so the Mutas can actually fight this head on. As long as he micros correctly. Okay. Wraiths are taking a lot of damage. Mutas are getting low as well. Only 6 remain. Can't be too overeager with these Mutas now. Otherwise, you'll end up losing all the Overlords. But making some trades. Killing off some Wraiths. Still continuing to build Wraiths, though. Wow. Speed just not letting go of that tech. He's just going to keep making Wraiths forever, guys. And it looks like we're going to have a bit of a lull here while the Marine army is being built. Is going to be going into SK Terran. And back at home, of course, Shine just amping up this drone count. He'll be getting another base online. This one here in just a moment, I imagine. And getting that hive all squared away with the armor upgrades coming. So this is a great time to use a tissue here. I'll be right back. Perfect. Nothing happened while I was gone. We're all good. Still having a bit of allergy issues. Not sure what's up with that. Taking allergy medication. And I've got my inhaler and stuff like that. But it is what it is. We've got a push coming. Tanks with Wraith. And a pretty good clutch of Marines as well. Gonna be sieging up just out of range here. Trying to poke with the Wraiths. But there's a lot of Mutas in the air. Plus the Hydras on the ground are gonna make that hard. Just buying time right now for the Consume. Defiler ability almost done. Won't be able to hold this ramp, seems like. Or this bridge, excuse me. Oh, taking some damage here. On some of these lurkers as well. That's not very good. Doing his best to get these defilers out. While Speed continues to push forward. And keeps the pressure on with his control. These Wraiths could end up killing some of these lurkers here. If he's willing to keep microing this. It's so close. Consume is almost done, guys. It looks like he's going to hold. Might lose a couple more lurkers here, but in the end, a Defiler should be able to save this. Oh my gosh, is he actually going to lose everything? One more lurker. Dark Swarm in the very nick of time. Another Radiate, though. And with the last lurker going down, this is breakable. Uh-oh. Where are all the units here? Gotta bring up all these forces. The Dark Swarm will go down. Ling's coming forward now. Gonna push everything back. Another Dark Swarm here. Should be able to set one up on top of the Marines and tanks. Where is it? There we go. Dark Swarm again. Gonna go after this last tank. And he will be able to hold for now. Wait, where are all the Lings? Okay, more Lings pop out. He's trying to go after the hatchery. That's cute. Just going underneath the Dark Swarm so the Hydras can't attack him. But the Lings here will clear out everything. And he has been pushed back. Now, just because this attack has been stopped doesn't mean the game is over. There's still the problem here that bases are going to start running out on the side of Shine. Like, he's got a lot of drones over here. In fact, not very many at the natural, which is kind of interesting. Not very many at the main either, which is a little bit weird. Why his saturation is so imbalanced right now, I'm wondering. That's a lot of plague. Oh my gosh. Every single vessel just got plagued there. Some great irradiates. Getting rid of a lot of these lurkers, but Hydra Plus, Defiler is going to do very well in situations like this. Oh my goodness. He's going to try and look for all of these vessels. The vessels here are going to be brought all the way back to the rally point. He's hoping to keep these alive. Ling going to scout that. He sees where the vessels are. Can he get in here? Can he get in here for the kills? Oh my goodness. He's going for it. He's going to get so many kills right now. 1, 2, 3. Can he get any more? These are so low. 2 more kills on these vessels. That's 5 total vessel kills. Fantastic pickups here for Shine. Gonna look for this one more vessel here at the back line. Looks like he won't be finding any damage there, but this was a really good play for Shine, who's now pushing forward here with some more lurkers and lings. Trying to run around right now. Dark Swarm, though, is going to cut everything off. That was a really well-played move with the Defiler there by Shine to cut off that attack. Sometimes these Terran players will just try to run by your Dark Swarms and Plagues, but here he was able to quickly consume and throw down the Dark Swarm in the perfect location to shut this down. +2 is done. +1 only here for the Zerglings. Does he have enough Zerglings here to shut this down? I believe he does. Cannot be losing this hatchery right now. Oh, it's pretty annoying, but looks like he will be able to surround and finish that off. Any Defilers on this side just yet? No. No Defilers over here. Drop. Double drop. Heading across the map. It's lotto ship time, boys. Here they come. This is going to do a lot of damage while pushing forward here, while Shine is getting aggressive, but he's got a lot of forces over at the rally point, potentially to shut this down. Is he going to be able to react in time? This drop going into the main is not going to be reacted to. Oh, Scourge are actually going to connect on that. That's big. He gets rid of the dropship immediately. Flag on that army should help him to clear it a lot quicker. Oh, okay. The Spire goes down. I must have missed a drop or something earlier. Maybe when I was when I was blowing my nose. There's no way, right? I'll have to picture that. Something definitely hurt the Spire earlier. That Spire went down way too quickly. Lurkers over here denying the third base. It's getting desperate right now for Sharp, or for, excuse me, Speed. He's almost out of minerals. He desperately needs another base. Looks like drop is done. Oh, Lurkers end up going down here over at this base, and finally we'll get some mining going. More bases are being taken by Shine, though, at the moment. Expanding out on the map like crazy. Are there any Defilers here to help these Hydras actually stand their ground? It looks like he's bringing one forward now, but the Marines are going to slip by on the left-hand side. Uh-oh. Going after the Spire here, and could potentially get the hatch as well. This hatch kill would be huge. He does get that. However, it seems like Sharp, or excuse me, Shine. Why am I saying Sharp? It seems like Shine will be able to switch over to some of these other bases, covering some of these locations with drones. This base will be saturated. He can make a Nidus over here as well. Eraser Trick, potentially? Oh, no Eraser Trick. Oh my goodness, this one Firebat is like absolute Rambo. Rambo Firebat there. Just hanging in forever. Very nice Dark Swarm Plague on this army. Gonna really shut this down. Looks like the tank will end up going down as well. Both tanks? Ooh, both tanks fall. That's very good. And so, yeah, Speed is just pushed all the way back on the map. And onto one base now. Another great Plague there. Marine army going to move over to this left side again. That's a lot of overlords that could go down. They do have speed, so you should be able to run away with most of them. Going to pick up some drones, and Bale is actually going to run for it. try to kill the Overlord with all the drones. Lurkers come forward. They're going to burrow, but not in time. Not even able to get any kills. Only a few spines get off there. And this base is going to go down. It's a good move from Speed. Jeez, the income is so low overall here for Shine. He's just barely hanging in there. If he manages to get a few more of these bases up and online, though, he's going to have a very good income. Like, once this base is operational and this base is operational, his income is going to explode, but he's just not quite there yet. And there's pushes coming in multiple directions. Okay, Dark Swarm. That's really not going to help him too much. Lurkers here. Dark Swarm again. Where are the links for this defense? I'm not seeing them. Drones are going to have to be pulled away now. And so he's slowly being ripped apart here by the smallest little armies. Tiny little armies are actually breaking him up. They're preventing him from really getting online. Oh my gosh, Shine. Baits the Marines in, but it looks like that's going to go down. SCVs here attacking the hatchery, but get killed by the last spine on that Lurker. Drops coming over to the top left. Top left is going to be shut down. Maybe dive through the Nidus. GG. Shine taps out. Ouch! This is a wild game, guys. I guess I missed something. Some sort of drop that went on. I'm going to go and picture that now, and we'll jump into our next game. All right, for our next game, we've got Rush over here in the top left-hand corner. Shine once again in bottom right. And we'll see how this one goes. I'm a big fan of Rush as well. I would say that Rush, it's either Rush or Barracks, strongest Terran player in the world right now. Speed may be my favorite player, but yeah, this guy is definitely stronger, especially in offline tournaments. I think that Speed is one of the best online tournament players, but does seem to struggle in the round of 16 of ASL when he has to play offline. He's not quite there yet. Not quite there, maybe just a bit of nerves, but for now, cannot quite match these other guys in terms of performance in those offline tournaments. Now, Rush, he's going to be getting in here for a scout. Sees the hatch first. And the timing on the layer. We'll be going for a 1 Rax fast expand. 2 spits on the Marine from that drone that'll be sent back home now. And we're going to get to see what Rush wants to follow up with here. He's very consistent with Marine play. Generally, either going to be a 2 Rax build or an eBay build. But we'll see if he starts to adjust his play as time goes on, right? He's not immune to the influence of Flash, who has been coming back onto the scene here over the past year and showing us some new ways of playing Terran versus Zerg. Particularly his build with Vultures. Gets a very quick add-on with his factory and makes Vultures while going Marine Medic and then eventually mech switching. That's something that's been catching on a little bit here and there with Terran players. We'll see if that starts to grow in popularity over time. I'm sure that it will become a huge factor if Flash does it in the ASL in the upcoming season. We're looking forward to that. It's a +1 build here from our Terran Rush. Sticking to his guns. What does Shine have in store for us? He's here on a barcode account. And might want to do something tricky. I don't know. So far, everything looks pretty normal. He's got his third over here at the top right natural. And he's prepped and ready for a 6-minute timing. He's going to be saving that larva now, keeping these lings in the front, making sure that he has full view of what's going on. And he should be pretty much deducing that this is going to be a +1 build, just by what he's seen at the front here. I mean, there could be a Valkyrie behind this, but yeah, it's tough. It's tough to say whether or not there's a factory up here. Instead of going for the eBay, you could just throw down a factory and go directly into Valkyrie to just completely shut down the attack. The initial 6-minute timing. No Scourge on the way here. The only thing he can know for sure is that this is not like a two racks play, right? Because of the lack of Marines, he knows that it's not going to be that pressure. Going up to 5 racks. Oh, that's interesting. 5 racks play here from Rush. Manages to get in and stop the turret being built, though. In fact, he's going to get 2, 3 kills before the turret's even finished. That's a great start here for Shine. Little bit of a mistake from Rush for sure, because he saw the exact timing on when the layers started. He should have been able to get these turrets out in time, but it was a little bit too close. And so he will take some pretty serious damage. Now that there's 7 mutas, he can fly through and hit from the top side. Looks like he won't do that for now. Army's out on the map. Needs to be contended with. Range is done. +1 is done. Mutas are going to rotate around the side here. And, well, let's see. Sudden sunken colony explosion. He's going to dive the main. Looks like Rush just going to turn around and come save this. Turret just barely saved there. Oh my goodness. Great surround on the turret with the SCVs. Quite a bit of damage though. Of course, with these Marines getting turned around, you don't need these sunken colonies anymore. Was he able to cancel any of them? Wow, he canceled all the sunken colonies. That's very good for Shine. He started the sunkens. If the Marines had continued across the map, he would have finished them, but the moment he sees that Rush not going to commit, the immediate cancel during the harassment is pretty hard to pull off. But he does get those drones back to work. Keeps his drone count high. Will enable this transition. A lot of SCVs not mining right now. In fact, nothing mining on the gas as well. A little bit awkward. Factory is coming up, albeit a bit late. I think this has gone pretty darn well for Shine. His control and decision-making this game has been pretty solid. Is he actually capable of taking down Rush? This is a good play, too. Oh, my goodness. Getting some amazing trades on this bridge. Exactly how you want to play it. Marines making their way all the way across the map, but they've been significantly reduced. This Overlord's actually going to buy some time as the mutas come back here. Some of the Marines turn around. He can just fight this. Yeah, he's just going to dive directly on top of these Marines, and these ones over here are not going to do too much, man. Rush really fell apart. This is some, frankly, kind of poor control from him when it comes to his Marines, not keeping them grouped up, allowing this fight on the bridge to take place, and then allowing the Marines to split up here. That's pretty rough, and he's given Shine a lot of leeway, a lot of space to get his transition going. And the 5 racks, it's not the best when it comes to the transition point. Right, you're going to have a big group of Marines in that mid-game. We saw that mid-game timing where he came out with all those Marines. That's kind of the power point of 5 racks. I was able to win that fight just now, taking out a lot of these mutas. But we're going to see the difficulty of 5 racks here in a moment, because the vessels are going to be quite a bit later than they usually would be. He's not going to be able to get too much damage going when there's lurkers and sunken colonies at each base. Now, it is important that Shine gets an overlord over top of these lurkers, because we're going to see a lot of Marines popping out with that 5 racks, and they have 1-1. So it's very possible to run up and just gun down the lurkers and then kill the sunken colonies if there's not, you know, a lot of lurkers there. If there's only like 2 or 3 and you don't have an overlord over top, you can run up and just target fire, kill the lurkers, and bust through. It just takes quite a bit of damage, quite a few hits for the Marine, or from the lurkers, to kill the Marines. So they're quite tanky at this point. Can take a lot of punishment, and they can just kind of stand and fight. But with this many lurkers, you should be okay. We don't quite yet see a Nidus Canal. There it is on the way. No hatcheries just yet, so he's kind of struggling to get enough drones at the moment. Really does need to drone up, especially this main base. I'm not sure what's going on there. Main base is frankly very low. Looks like he will bring some more drones in here now. I guess what happened was he was just building a bunch of units. Or excuse me, a bunch of buildings. He used drones in the main to just keep building buildings, and he probably had all his hatches rallied to the natural. Oh, an attempted dive on these vessels I just missed. Doesn't end up working out, though. So maybe sacking a muta or 2. And trying to send it in with the Scourge to get these vessel kills. Not going to end up working for him. A lot of ships on the way. Rush is going to try and get in here, or perhaps prevent the top right base. Prevent that 4th base from coming up for free. We see 3 hatches on the way now, so he really is getting into this macro mode. Getting all the hatches out now. And has defilers ready with their consume. Where is Rush going to go with these drops? 4 dropships in total. Time to roll the dice. He's ready. Where is he going to send it? I believe top right, but yeah, this base is a little bit too defended. I mean, you could try D-Matrix. It's looking pretty defensive up here in the top right as well. See if he can get in here potentially. Gonna come forward and irradiate some of these Scourge. Oh my gosh, and the drops are just gonna come right in. Oh man, he's gonna get in here pretty quickly. The dark swarm with the lurker. I mean, it helps, but that's a lot of fire bats, dude. That is a lot of fire bats. Okay, lurkers. Gotta back away with these drops. Has to cancel. Pretty decent attack here. Nice snipe there on the exiting dropship at least. But this is a real pain in the ass. Trying to get rid of all these Marines up here it's a real trouble. Really troublesome here for Shine at the moment. Where are these dropships going to go? Extra expansion coming up. Drop's just going to hang out in front of the natural for now. Big spread on all the Marines. Of course, just plaguing them down is going to be the best course of action. Getting some plagues on these and then trying to force the engage. Wow, he's just going to run with the lurkers. These are plagued Marines. I'm surprised he decided to run there. A lot of them are going to die in just 1 hit. Time to go back up the ramp, I guess. Okay. Should be able to clear this out eventually, but this is just taking a long time. And meanwhile, Rush is adding on more bases. Gonna double expand here. Not going for a mech transition as of yet. More barracks. And SK Terran coming his way. Chitinous plating is coming up now. Ultralisk transition is on the way. Where are those dropships? There they are, loading up over here on the left-hand side. As small groups of Lings start to exit the base, looking for some counterattacks potentially. Crack, upgrade. Adrenal Glands is coming as well. Is there enough here in the main to defend? He really needs to keep this Evolution Chamber alive. Some irradiates on Scourge. And then going in with the drops immediately. These two Lurkers have been sitting here for a very long time. They've been waiting for an opportunity like this, for a drop like this. Darkstorm goes down, but the... Oh my god, this Firebat with 7 kills just annihilates all of the Lings under here. And this Evolution Chamber, I think, is going to go down. No way. He loses +2. That might actually be the killing blow. The +2 upgrade... losing that, it just murders your timing. He's got no timing now. Even loses the Defiler Mound too. Absolutely brutal. He keeps a lot of his drones alive, but the upgrades, they take so long. They take so long. They're so important. It really is painful to be losing those right now. Bringing the Scourge together, it looks like he finally will get rid of the drops, but they've done their work. They've done their job. They've ruined the late game here of Shine. And look at this. He's even going to break through the natural now. Realizing that there's no lurkers over at this position. He just busts in, and there it is. Rush is an incredibly good Terran player. That is for sure. He is super, super strong. Even another drop coming in here as well. Kind of missed out on that, but it doesn't even go off. Scourge were present, but it looks like they weren't in the process of connecting there either. This is a good example of why Rush is the best, or one of the best Terran players in the world. We've got one more game. Let's jump in. All right, guys, we got Sock in the top left-hand corner for game number 3. Shine over here in the top right. Sock. Oh, Sock. What can we say about this guy? He's had his ups and downs, that's for sure. He has shown some promise though. Like he's shown some redemption more recently. There was a time when we were calling him Suck in the KCM, but he's kind of brought that back a little bit here and there. We'll see if today is any different. Some good micro here from Shine, putting some damage on the early SCV. But yeah, I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic that Sock can put it together. It's just some of the games he's put out over the past year have been pretty disappointing, to say the least. Like he's had some throws that have been titanic in nature, absolutely massive. And so yeah, we're gonna continue to watch this guy here and there. I think he's actually a great matchup for Shine. You know, Shine not in his prime anymore. Certainly not you know, going deep in ASL anytime soon. Still a fun player to watch, but I think Sock would make a good matchup for him, much more than Rush. Rush, we could see there in the last game, just a little bit too much for Shine to handle. Shine is not quite that fast. He's not quite that good at multitasking, and Rush will push him to the absolute limit. I mean, speed as well. Barracks too. Like, these guys are just so fast and so good at putting on that pressure. You need to be like Soma level, Soul Key level of Zerg to be able to keep up with all that. Ooh, Overlord goes down, trying to make it into this scouting spot. That is going to be brutal for Shine here. But he does slip by with some links. Link speed just finished. Getting into this main base is nice. Maybe he can get an SCV or two. He's going to get full scouting information, which is something. Sees the Academy rush. Make it a Marine? Not quite. Run back into the natural. Maybe kill another SCV. There's one. Oh, 2 Marines on the map. Maybe you can go after that. Nope. Not really getting too much, but causing a bit of a disturbance here. Forcing Sock to move his Marines and juggle his SCVs a little bit. Now his 5-minute move out timing is a little bit delayed. He's going to leave some Marines back at home to defend here in the natural. Just one medic coming out with this Marine group. I think this is a one-way trip for this medic Marine. He has 5 mutas, 6 mutas are about to pop, and there's Lings here as well. Well, maybe he makes it back home. He's got a little bit of time left. Perhaps gonna dive on top of this. Oh, good pull there. Really good pull by Sock. Getting that Marine back. And keeping all that alive. Run by again. Gonna go right up here into the main. See if he can't stop a turret. Looks like the turrets are all done. And so mutas will change their course. Not heading towards the main any longer. Gonna head over here towards the natural instead. See if they can't find some damage on perhaps the supply depot. Maybe try to hit at some of these outlying buildings. Bounce some glaives. Hey, managed to bounce a glaive and kill a Marine. That's not bad. That's free damage. Gonna continue with that. Does lose 1 muta though. You want to be careful with this. You lose a lot of your momentum as you start to lose mutas. Like the count of mutas is really big, very important. Oh wow, 2 Lings actually still inside here. That's quite funny. He's gonna use them now to help him to fight these Marines. Diving straight in. The Marine's actually not attacking initially, which is a little bit weird, but now gonna start to fight back. A lot of SCVs here surrounding this missile turret, so cannot stay and fight this. Otherwise, I think he would have broken that turret. A lot of turrets have been made, actually. And it's a pretty good idea here from Sock, because being very aggressive with how many mutas he's making, he's definitely wanting to get some damage. Shine is. Damn, that's a lot of turrets. Oh my goodness. Mutas here, 11 of them going to work on the turrets. Looks like he will crunch through all and open up that position a bit, with more and more racks coming up and this Marine count staying high. It's going to be hard for Shine to make progress. He's taking the base down in the bottom left-hand corner. Coming back in to look for more Marine kills. Wants to see if he can keep this snowball rolling. Taking a few more pot shots here. The muta count is getting low. A lot of these have been badly damaged. Another round of mutas making its way forward. Starports are on the way, and we don't even have a Hydra Den yet. No Hydra Den here for Shine. No Queen's Nest either, for that matter. Gonna come in and kill those 3 turrets very quickly. Open up the position. Sock's still not ready to move out, though, to try to relieve this pressure. So Shine can kind of stay here and just deny the natural mining for now. Another turret goes down. Shine actually doing a very good job. However, this will not last forever. There's the transition. We've already got the armory on the way, though. And there should be Valkyries starting to get incremented out here soon. He's completely abandoned the natural with an army moving out on the map. Sock is going to try to put some pressure on so that maybe he can get his SCVs back to mining here in a moment. Trying to catch this and wipe it out. 2 Marines are going to be sent down towards bottom right. Looks like he will be able to break those off secretly and perhaps get some real damage going. But all the medics have gone down. All the Marines are dead. Try to catch this. Okay. Kind of a good catch there from Sock. Marines get down here. They're greeted by a bunch of Lings, though. Oh, he didn't manage to remake turrets over here at the natural. So this natural is going to take a lot more damage. Down to 28 workers. Marines heading down towards bottom right. Mutas, are they going to respond? He definitely saw those Marines coming out. He must know that they're on the map. Mining here at the 3rd gas now. Shine playing a dangerous game. Does manage to kill 1 Marine there. No medics in this army. Can he get a single drone? No. Very nice control there to get rid of that. Oh, wow. This is a pretty sneaky play. But look at this medic. Medic reveals everything. Oh, my gosh. The medic. Wait, he didn't see it. Wait, he didn't see it. Oh, my God. These 2 Marines and 1 medic are going to come down here and kill every drone. Oh, that's so frustrating. Shine, who's done a great job of defending the whole time so far, is now going to lose every drone in bottom right. There's nothing he can do about it. Such a shame that he missed. He missed that 1 medic walking out. She revealed the position and should have telegraphed to Shine that there was more units down there, but Shine just did not see it. He will wipe out this army and is going to push forward, though. Hold on. Maybe there's still a chance here that he can win this game. He's lost the base to 2 Marines, guys. But he is going to potentially push forward. Oh, he didn't build the Defiler Mound. Oh, that's really rough. Defiler Mound did not build. Shine having a hard time. Tanks on the high ground now. And, yeah, this base is gonna die, man. Oh, I guess it doesn't. I guess he managed to clear it. And he actually saves the hatch. So maybe he can start to remake over here? Maybe? Looks like he's gonna start to lose some overlords. More lurkers making their way forward. Siege mode is just about done. He's not making anything except for Lings from this bottom right. Okay, finally we'll make a drone or 2. More lurkers being made. 2 defilers on the way. Consume is coming up as well. Lings here. Just gonna have to back away for now. Looks like lurkers will go around to the high ground here. And he's just gonna try to contain from that angle. Keeps the overload alive. That's nice. Drop! Oh, the drop goes down. Big move there from Shine. That would have been devastating. If that drop makes it over here to the main base, and everything that Shine has is sitting out here in front of the natural, the game is almost over at that point. But as it stands, I mean, he's waiting on a vessel. Here comes another drop. Oh my gosh, another drop going out. He knows how powerful this can be. Gonna try and drop and kill the Defiler. Oh my gosh, he's going for the Defiler. He's going for the Defiler. Looks like he might kill the one at the back. He does get the one at the back of the pack. And he might be able to kill this one. Oh my god, he gets the kill on the Defiler there. Target firing it with the siege tank. Huge kill. And this drop is heading over into the main base. Scourge are here, though. Scourge are ready to defend. Drop has to pick up once again. Maybe going to head down towards bottom right. Go try to assault that base. He's bringing Lings along with a Lurker and these Scourge. Going to try and chase this down. Can he actually get over there and kill this? Looks like he will shut this down. Oh, not quite. Hold on. 14 HP left on that. 14 HP left on that drop. And the push is coming in. Dark Swarm, Lurker. Barely makes it forward. But it's only going to be able to deny mining over at this base. Scourge pop out, but they're not in time. They're not in the right spot to stop this drop. And so this Sunken Colony is not going to morph for sure. It's really a shame that he didn't move the Scourge around to try and catch that on the way out at least. Unfortunately for him, not able to prevent that. More Lings are going to pop out here. Some Lings going to come down. Can he clear this? It looks like he should be able to. With the surround on this. He doesn't have any upgrades. And it's 1-1 here. Yeah, it looks like this drop will make it home safely. Can still continue to be a nuisance. Natural. Still being denied right now. Makes the fact that Shine's not mining in bottom right a little bit more tolerable. Tank count is getting high, though. We'll be able to start pushing out onto the map. Bit of a chaotic game between these two players, and I was right that this is a very good matchup between these two. They definitely seem on the same level. Seem to be on the same level. Both players pushing each other to their limits. Here comes another drop. Oh, God. This drop's going to make it back in. Is he going to be able to react to this? I don't think the Scourge will see it. Oh, my gosh. He sees it. But not able to react in time. Lurkers are going to move. And so he shouldn't lose the Nidus. The Nidus should live. Still very annoying, though. Oh, some Lings go down here in the middle. Plague is done. What's this called again? Metasynaptic Node is on the way now. Nidus is up. This game continues on. It's been kind of a banger here. We'll see if Sok is able to end it now with this tank push coming up. Does he have these on hold position? Dude, if he had those on hold position, imagine. Just let the command center finish and then the SCV transfer comes. That would be insane. But just denying the base is okay for now. Looks like Marines are going to die. Also. Bit of a threat here at the natural. Dark Swarm. Lurker. Looks like it's going to come down. But the Marines run behind the mineral patches. Very hard to deal with that right now. He's still got to deal with these Marines down here. So he has to keep vigilant on both fronts. Marines are going to go right into the corner. He actually needs to get another Dark Storm down closer. Need to get the Lurkers out far enough so the tanks have to turn around. Drop has been repaired, and another one will be sent out here in a moment. There are Scourge available, but the drop may be able to find one of these locations. It's such a droppable map. There's so many different spots that drops could be sent in to start to deal damage. Tanks are going to come down here to the bottom right, and he's really going to start to put on the pressure at this location. There should be Dark Swarm ready for this, but he's actually going to try to come down the ramp right now, extending himself even further out. And here it is. There's that drop. Can Shine actually see that? No, he can't see it. That's crazy. In the fog of war, these Marines are going to rush in to the mineral line. Lings and Hydras. Not quite enough to actually deal with this. And so you can target down the Spire now. Could go for the Evolution Chamber as well. Looks like this Evolution Chamber not going to be the critical one, the most important one. Just the attack upgrade, that'll be denied. Can deny this gas too. Can deny the gas from the high ground. Very hard to keep that alive. This drop. My God. Barely slipping into the fog of war. It is, again, such a droppable map. So hard to deal with these drops. Still has some Marines down here as well. However, Lurkers here. This Lurker now with 4 kills. Killing off a lot of Marines and 1 SCV. Command Center has floated down. Marine's going to be brought forward to help deal with this. And so the base will be secured. Sock getting his 3rd base as the 4th base comes up here for Shine. Worker count is favoring Shine right now. Let's see if he can survive, though. Long enough to get some Ultralists out. Because drops are going to continue. And continue to be a pain in the butt. Going after a couple of vessels. Nice. Gets 2 vessels there. I'm cheering for Shine right now because he has been getting beat up so far in this series. He's looking to make a comeback here. After all the aggression that's been laid to him. I mean, they've both been pretty aggressive this game, honestly. Going right for the natural and doing so much damage, but the big moment, I think, was those 2 Marines that got broken off. Hidden over here on the right-hand side. While the rest of the Marines went in to die. Those guys are absolute heroes. Managed to get so many kills. Triple drop into the main now. One of those drops does get shut down immediately. But 2 more will unload. And the Evolution Chamber here is under threat. Okay, this is another Evolution Chamber that is not the Evolution Chamber that's actually building the critical upgrade, the armor upgrade. Trying to deal with this drop right now. And he's going to end up losing the spawning pool. That spawning pool is pretty important. That's your food for Defilers. That's just been removed. Too bad he wasn't able to get the Lings on top of the rest of those tanks. Probably could have killed them all. With just Lings there. D-Matrix. Uh-oh. D-Matrix Firebat going to come into this bottom right natural. Darkstorm Plague. Okay, Plague pretty good against this. The Firebats will still take damage. Even though they have D-Matrix on them. If they've been plagued, they'll end up going down. Oh my gosh, but this Firebat's so good. Just gonna absolutely crush through this. Finally, the main has been secured. But we still don't have any Ultralists out here. And the Firebats are still standing strong. This D-Matrix Firebat being such a hero. Deep layers of Darkstorm have been thrown down here. He's now going to go after this Nidus. Hydra's not able to do anything in a situation like this. Lurkers are going to burrow. Can he actually hold? He's going to lose the Nidus, but he kills most of the Marines. That one D-Matrix Firebat with 8 kills. This one with 8 kills as well. Crazy. 16 kills between the 2 of them. We're going to be able to hold strong here. And the natural is once again under threat. The one Lurker here is not quite going to cut it for the defense. Another Lurker comes down, but he can once again run behind the minerals. Oh, there's a Lurker back here still. That was the Lurker that cleared out those Marines behind the mineral patches earlier. Are you kidding me? Firebats are going to kill this hatchery. Well, one Marine and a couple of Firebats going to get the hatchery. So the 4th base is dead. Ultra's on the way right now. The mining not looking too hot. Not looking too hot at all for Sock, however. Like, Sock is, he's making some progress. He's getting some damage, but he's also taking a lot of damage and losing a lot of SCVs. So his economy is not looking that great. Ultras here. Now with 4 armor. A lot of lurkers over at this natural as well. So many irradiates just went down, though. He's going to go down to 2 lurkers in a moment. And a lot of these ultras just took a lot of damage as well. Lurkers here. Reinforcements making their way down. Vessels running off. Looks like they will be able to escape for the most part. And this will finally be cleared. A little bit of a brief respite here for Shine as the rotation comes through. He's going to rotate over to this side. Get a lurker spines. Nope, not quite. Thought he was going to get some kills there. Scourge try to come forward, but it's not going to happen. Not going to work out for him. Oh, maybe. Not paying attention. There we go. Does get 1 vessel. Not bad. This base finally going to get fully saturated with 30 SCVs. An attempt to come down here, get another round of irradiates off. Just keeping the pressure on. Keeping Shine back. Irradiates on all of these ultras is nice. Another vessel goes down, though. Down to just 3 vessels. 3 vessels left, and there's still Scourge waiting for this. All right, not able to get that connection. Lurkers come up from behind. Was hoping to catch this army as it was retreating, but unfortunately not able to get that. Double drop once again, heading in to the natural. Might go in right to the main. +3 armor is here. Looks like that'll be kept alive for now. Darkstorm on the mineral line. Keeping the drone safe, but the tech is exposed. Breaking in through the natural right now. Oh, does he have anything? I mean, a lot of the lurkers are over at this other base. Both the Niduses die. Oh, both the Niduses die at the same time. Shine is so close to putting everything together here, but it looks like he's going to be broken at the very end of this game. Was struggling so hard to get ultras out, but just never really got the ultras into the positions that they needed to be. And GG is called. Sock takes out Shine in this game. A pretty intense one here to finish us off, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to all the Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. Make sure to like and subscribe and come back for more content tomorrow. Come check out the live stream as well. We've been doing Pro League casts on and off, and it's been a lot of fun. Pro League games are fantastic. These games are pretty good, though, as well. Just common ladder games, but my goal here is to make sure that you guys always have something to watch, and this is what we've got for now. We're always looking for other sources of content, though. Other tournaments that we can pick up and cast for you guys. So stay tuned. See you next time.